Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Soul Star Wavelength. It's me, Nirvana. Alrighty, so today we have the reading, How Have You Integrated Your Shadow Side? And let's put in brackets so far, because, you know, it's this eternal journey whilst we are here in this incarnation and probably beyond it, you know. But yeah, anyway, so we have 3 piles to choose from. We have the Phoenix as pile 1, and we have Bill's Cipher as pile 2, and we have pile 3 here with the beautiful black cat. Yes, so just before we move on to the piles, if you are interested in a personal reading, they will resume later in August once I have returned from traveling. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's move on to the piles. Alrighty, hello pile number 1, the Phoenix pile. So, how have you integrated your shadow side? And I can already tell you from you picking the Phoenix that you have already, well, let's say you've already risen from the ashes of who you once were, like multiple times. And so, sorry, there's a big energy right now with this pile. Oofed. So, yeah, you guys are no strangers to integrating the shadow, to completely obliterating past versions of yourself to rise up more powerful each time. Whew. I'm remembering, is what I should say, being brought to mind. There is a scene in The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman, where it talks about how the knife was made. It's the witches in it, or there's this one witch that does this chant about how it was the forging of the knife, because it's the subtle knife and it can literally cut through dimensional realms. It can act as a portal by slicing the veil, basically. And yeah, and it's throughout the chanting, she talks about how it's like through being like completely, you know, forged, like their knife has like been battered with these giant hammers and put into the fire so it can be molded and made into this amazing, one-of-a-kind magical instrument, this magical tool. And that describes, to me, that describes the alchemy of the soul, the Phoenix process perfectly. Oh, I'm having to speak quite slowly. There's a really heavy energy through this pile right now, so I think you are mid-transmutation and you are, in fact, integrating certain aspects of the shadow, like as we speak, as you listen, dear viewer. All right. Yeah, you're getting a power increase, definitely. Because I found that like there is so much power that lies in our shadow. It's untapped, because normally a lot of us have been taught to abandon ourselves and our power to the forces that be, whatever that may be, you know, authority figures, society, families, you know, all that jazz. So, alrighty. Well, let's try and lighten it up a little bit. Okay, so first I am going to pull a card for you from my little hand-drawn deck here. The other ones that I've not chosen to pick from. See, we have Pomni on the top right now. So cute. Yes, so I'll do that first. Alrighty, so let's start shuffling, shall we? In fact, I should probably move this. You know, I'm just changing it up just a little today. Pile number 1, the Phoenix pile. How have they integrated their shadow? How have they integrated their shadow side? Oh, haha, Jack's on the bottom. Yeah, I had a feeling he would come out today. He's been really prominent. The key. Look, gold is featured prominently on both of these cards. So wearing gold might help you in this integration phase, because it's kind of bringing light to the darkness, light to the shadow, right? To help the merging of light and dark, so to speak. We also have masculine energy highlighted here right now. So your masculine side, maybe you had repressed some masculine traits, positive masculine traits, and now they have been integrated and it's making you more lucky, more proactive, more magical. The positive qualities of the magician, and even just the neutral ones actually coming through here. Like, you're very good at manipulation, which is just a neutral term. Let's say it with me. Neutral manipulation is not inherently good or bad. It's just how you use it. It's a tool. It's a key, like any other key. Ooh, keys can be used by good or bad. Okay, right. I think we've had enough of that lecture. You definitely have a you definitely have a unique sense of humor through all your deaths and rebirths that you've gone through, your personal transformations, complete transformations, by the way, from the ground up. You're no stranger to tower energy, and you probably embody that for others. Very 8th house, that comes out a lot in my readings. 8th house Scorpio placements, should mention, if you don't know already, the Phoenix is the highest form of Scorpio energy. And now, see with the lucky cat, you might have a connection to Japan. Manike Neko, I think that's the pronunciation. Weirdly enough, how you've also incorporated your shadow is I feel like you've become cuter. You've become more mischievous. So that's like quite fairy energy coming through. It's sort of tapped you into more of that fun, fairy, lightheartedness. The heart chakra, Anahata, highlighted here, along with the solar plexus, Manipura. In fact, all the lower chakras here are represented with the Phoenix. So yes, all your alchemy that you've done has reached your heart space and it shines out. It's made you, the result of you integrating your shadow side that you've already done definitely made you more appealing, made you more popular. How have you done it? Through humor, through finding the loopholes, through finding your personal keys, through tapping into your own personal wealth within. Yes, developing your confidence and the yang part of your personality, the masculine, go-getter, fiery energy. You also might have noticed a change in your eyes throughout this latest transformation too. They might appear to have more light or sparkle within them than before. Alrighty, let us move on to tarot cards. Bibliomancy is coming this reading, but I'm doing it after the cards for a change. Alrighty guys, we are using the Horror Tarot today to see how you have integrated your shadow side. You guys are definitely going through big time heart activations right now. Yes, the things you've been doing proactively to pour into yourself. Your cup is now starting to overflow from within, you know, your heart space. I see the heart space as the Ace of Cups quite a lot. And so as that overflows, as that overflows, you're able to, it flows out to others, which makes you seem a lot more attractive to them. So you're, from integrating your shadow side, you're definitely more attractive. Oh yeah, for sure. And if you notice as well, this was on the bottom of the deck when I took this out of the box. Yeah, like, oh, that's really standing out to me. So you've definitely come outside of boxes that people have tried to put you in. But yeah, the Magician on the bottom goes perfectly with Jax, who's on the bottom of the other pile. Sorry, the words are just being obliterated out of my mind right now. It's still technically Mercury retrograde while I'm filming. And I do have a Mercurial rising, so please do bear with me. Now, how have my pile number ones integrated their shadow side? Oh gosh, let's not lean on the table and make the gosh darn camera shake. The gosh darn camera shake. How have my pile number ones, the Phoenix pile, how have they integrated their shadow? Tell me about it, please. Let's just see what comes out. The Hermit. Ooh, yeah, not afraid of alone time, I see. Yeah. Ooh, I'm liking this. Yeah, I feel like integrating your shadow is having better boundaries with yourself and the outside world in all ways. Taking that time, that sanctuary to yourself, that's how you have integrated your shadow. Not being afraid to be perceived as intimidating. Yeah, not being afraid for so-called negative traits to be perceived, because that's the thing, you have transformed your view on the traits that were once locked in your shadow, then so now you're able to utilize them, and so you're not afraid to look a bit scary to keep, or intimidating and unapproachable to the people you don't want approaching you. Basically, you're not afraid to, yeah, I feel like you're not going to be overly nice, but it's interesting because you've got a great balance here, like, because this cat is super appealing and super welcoming, that you have like a great duality here in that regard. So for the right people, it's like, come on in, good fortune. You're very attractive to people that are going to help you increase your fortune now from integrating your shadow side. Yeah, this is actually reminding me of the film Cabin in the Woods. So again, that's more of that like dark humor, definitely in there. Also, you might love horror movies if you are here, since I am using the horror deck. It definitely has some like Lovecraftian, Eldritch horror stuff in here too. So you might be into that as well, cosmic horror. That wouldn't be surprising considering you've probably gone through a lot of existential moments if you've picked this pile with the Phoenix, because you go through this complete obliteration, this complete ego death, right? This moment. So you're no stranger to the void and to, yeah, I heard annihilation. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck we have the Fool right now as I'm talking about that. Yeah, you're not, you've faced your fears. This is making me think of like Snow White when she's running through the woods and terrified before she finds the dwarf's cottage. Yeah. Funnily enough, and look at that, the cottage. Yeah. Let's keep going. How have you integrated your shadow side? This reading's coming out a little different than I expected, so please bear with me as I figure out this energy. Six of Swords. Yeah, you've been moving. You have been moving on. See in your heart space, the green here. And this is like the River Styx, so Charon. Maybe the name Sharon is significant to you. You might have actually had like near-death experiences if you picked this pile, and so that's caused you to be more proactive in life and go for the things you want and not be afraid to say no to what doesn't serve you. You're leaving behind so much. Oh, confirmation with my throat there. Throat chakra. And actually, yeah, look at this, the collar here. That's actually drawn my attention to this collar. Everything you say is rooted deep in truth with the red there, matching up with the Phoenix colors. And you definitely share golden wisdom and golden thoughts with people. So sharing your truth has helped you integrate your shadow side, and that's part of integrating your shadow side there. Yeah, currently your heart is going through a major transition. So take time in solitude as you need it, because you're going through a major heart leveling up and integration. See, even this little light here looks like a heart to me right now. You are probably no stranger to the underworld and its inhabitants, because this making me think of that scene in Hercules when it's like, he ran the underworld, and Hades is in the little boat. Wow, look, the Emperor on the bottom as I'm talking about that. Yeah, you might be connected to underworld beings through this connection to your shadow, through the integration of your shadow. You have found so much more power and authority within yourself and in your life as a result. Yeah. Dang, the masculine energy is so strong with this pile. And if you see as well, the 5 of Cups underneath, yeah, you've transmuted these, any past events, you're leaving them completely behind. How has my pile number ones integrated their shadow and the effects of this? He came out, the Emperor. This is one of my favorite. I think this card is actually the one, because I saw it on Capricorn Venus's tarot page. I saw this deck through her channel, and it was this card. I was just really vibing with it. Yeah, I love this deck because I like being able to see the so-called darker undercurrents of things, and this tarot deck really is a great one for showing that. But yeah, I really vibe with this like vampire dude here, because he just seems so amused. Like, this is like how you don't have any fear, like the fear of like certain adversaries or anything like that, or opposition is completely gone with you, because you know how much you can handle. You know you can handle anything. You've handled the complete obliteration of your sense of self more than once. Like, ain't no one gonna come up against you. It's actually, and actually conversely, it's that paradox thing of going through the complete obliteration of the self, the ego, I should say. It brings you into truer resonance with the core, like the soul of, with your own soul of who you are. And so you're able to radiate out so much more power because of that. You're able to live your life. You're definitely freeing up your psychology right now. Your psychology is getting completely cleansed. That's why your heart's having to work through so much, because all the like past is being completely like released. It's interesting here as well, if you see, there is a lot of green behind him here. So it's like the combination of these two. See the heart, and then he's wearing all the red. Yeah, you're really coming into your body more. Ooh, that's definitely something. Through integrating your shadow side, you're definitely transforming your body. People be noticing. If you've been going to the gym or you've been doing regular exercise, it's definitely showing on your body. Yeah. Let's get one more. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, and I have been waiting for this gal to come out since I started using this on the blah 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 on my channel. Because if you see, I have a printing error, quote unquote error. See, her eye is affected. So this is like this is like my special card. It's the only card in this deck that was affected in any way by this printing error. So this is a special sign to me that you have special sight, that you can see between realms. And that makes sense with how you can see this guy. He's just so amused. This is like, yes, you cannot, no one can play any mind games on you anymore. You are completely free from that. And then the fact that it's the Queen as well, showing they have such a similar vibe going on right now. Peas in a pod right here. So yes, your masculine side has definitely been like being healed and elevated through your latest integration of shadow aspects of yourself. But you have this balance here with this feminine side coming out. The fact she's in red as well. She's also in red, which is unusual for the Pentacle suit, as they're normally in green or earthy colours. Yeah, so you have like sorcery powers, and you also have witchy powers. Definitely tapped into feminine, dark feminine energy. And that's certainly been demonized a lot, because see, she's very witchy. I actually think of her, I think of the Baba Yaga quite a lot when I see this card. So that might be an entity, a myth, a figure that you want to research. I'm actually getting strong ancestry vibes here. This, okay, so this integration of the shadow, how you've integrated it is through connecting to the witchy feminines from your ancestry, and even like the sort of sorcerer types as well, also in your ancestry. Because this guy, he gives Dracula vibes to me. What's on the bottom? It's like the Five of Cups. What's under that? Page of Swords. And because see, he looks like Nosferatu as well, goes with the vampire thing. You guys might have had a big change in hair. You might have grown your hair out long. That's like the sign of the time. Could it be like 5 years, over the past 5 years? Or 5 months? There could have been a big shift in how you present yourself. And people are seeing Page of Swords. People are seeing, but they can't say ish, because his mouth is sewn up. Giving me Billy from Hocus Pocus vibes there. So let's put this up here. Oh, he's sticking out. He's sticking his wee foot out. Now let's put that back in. Listen, guys, this reading has felt very, very weird to me. It's felt very stilted. But whenever I felt like that about a reading, whenever I've watched it back, I've been like, oh, it's fine. It's totally fine. So it's like one of those trust the process things. So you must be in a time of like trusting the process as well. Yeah, you might have a lot of triggers and frustrating energy coming up, but you're doing great in coming above it and seeing beyond the veil of what's happening. Yes, because I feel like through how you've integrated your shadow side is seeing that goes with the Jack's card at the top of yours as well. Is like seeing the funny side of certain stuff and making your own fun, no matter how daunting a situation may be. Yeah, you do what you can to make it more fun for yourself, and it's definitely working. It's helping to like transmute everything faster, because you're keeping yourself within your own seat of power within yourself. And look, see, there's a lot about grounding. So taking the time to meditate and ground and focus on your own energy, and staying dominantly in the positive feelings, that will really help you to expedite this heart alchemy you're currently going through. I can tell you, this is super special. This is the special card of this deck, because her eye is showing. So you're definitely having an expansion in your sight. You're getting more clairvoyant with this card coming out. Especially, I'm actually being drawn to the broomstick as well. You're going to be able to really soar from this, because this is a card of movement anyway. So you're definitely going to be able to move. You'll have increased powers of sight and flight is what I'm hearing. So you'll definitely be able to travel more from coming through this integration phase that's happening right now. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so picking the Phoenix, that you are definitely within your Phoenix moment right now. You're integrating so much. I'm sure I talked about that. But yeah, you're really, really coming into a lot of power right now because of that. You're getting a lot more charismatic too. Feel the wisdom of the crone as well. So It's making me think of Hecate. Definitely Hecate and Ceridwen. If those deities resonate with you, definitely check them out. And obviously I was feeling Hades earlier. Yes. And we did have the magician, so Hermes. All right. Okay, well, listen guys, if you're liking this reading, if it's resonating, please do let me know with a like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, I love you so much. Thank you. That was like a weird, like, SpongeBob voice, like 3 hours later. All right, so what next? Bibliomancy next. Okay, guys, I talked for 17 minutes in that last section there. Jeez Louise. Get on with it, am I right? Okay, so I'm trying to make this reading shorter. I'm only doing one, like, set of tarot for this reading. But we have the Book of Bill for our bibliomancy on how you have integrated your shadow. So this is more like how you are integrating it in the present. So I might have to change the title, so I'll see how the other readings come out. Yours might be the only one that's, like, really prominent right now. I kind of doubt that with the way the energy feels, though, but we'll see. Anyway, from the Book of Bill, because he is the one that inspired this reading right now, because I knew that, like, his card wanted to come back out and be prominent. So I'm using this book. Using his book. 3, 2, 1. Let's pick a page, please. Oh, okay. Gravity Falls, 300 million BC. Welcome to Gravity Falls. Okay. Yeah, I think you guys could really be moving. You might be moving location, because this talks about Bill is saying that this Gravity Falls was perfect, everything that he could be looking for. Let me see. The land orca is, like, mentioned down here. Very terrifying. Unnatural resources. Yeah, you're able to tap into it was through tapping into certain things within yourself that you've managed to integrate your shadow side. Yeah, so I feel like it's almost like there's something of a legendary vibe about you now. See, with, like, the land orca down there, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't mess with them, sort of thing. You definitely have you have almost like a mythical reputation among some people. Among people that you, maybe just in, like, your local area that you frequent. I feel like you're connecting to very ancient energies. With the 300 million BC, you're definitely connected to very ancient energies. And you see, like, this is, like, the shape of a flying saucer. Yeah, so you're definitely connected to, you might be connected to extraterrestrials in some way. You might have had weird experiences or seen things that are unexplainable to most people. All right. Okay, I'm going to pull a rune for you and then close it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally just had to take a moment and re-look at the title for the reading and just, like, sit and let this energy, like, really process in my brain. So yeah, making this reading, how have you integrated your shadow side? And I was looking for your personality traits, powers, etc. And so I'm gonna trust that I did, like, I know that I did, actually. I really know that I did. I think you guys are going through a current transition that is very there's a lot of fog around and it's hard to see. You feel very much isolated. Gosh, yeah. Whew. That's why it's so important to take the time to ground, or you can feel a little crazy. You can feel a little lost. But just know that there is so much power and wisdom. And wow, just, like, you have so much ability here. Very OP, overpowered pile. Okay. You definitely know your way around this dimension for sure. I'm feeling a little bit more clear now. Look, like nature's on your side here with the way that this, I haven't noticed that before, that this tree is like a hand. And that goes with the Snow White. The Snow White information I was channeling earlier too. Because the trees do that to her, they grab her. And she sees them as hands. So see how you've definitely like evolved. You've come out. You're totally not, you're not naive at all anymore. Yeah, I think you were persecuted once for your innocence and your beauty. And wow, did you boss up because of it. You took that time in the forest. You connected to the woodland creatures, so to speak. So maybe that's just like finding a group of friends that really works for you, wherever you are. Or even connecting to your spirit team. So connecting, because it's forces that are not expected, going from the Gravity Falls. It's like unnatural wonders, unnatural resources. Like this is like something that's very, you have a very unique set of skills and a unique sight. Yeah, you have a completely, like the way that you see the world is so different. So different. Okay, so before I draw your rune, just one last piece of advice I'm feeling is really getting into your body would be really wise for this group, just to keep you grounded, keeping you on track as possible, because the red is so prominent here. So exercise is really good for that. I already said about meditation, yoga. Think about what you're feeding yourself as well. Everything that you're consuming, that's going to have a big effect. And that includes like what content you watch on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Pick your poison, you know? Pick your poison. Yeah, there's a big fairy energy here too, okay? Working with like these unseen realms and making sure you're tuning into them and not just numbing out. Because there's a really big call for you to be present in your body, and that'll make this whole process much smoother. All right? Okay. Now, let's get you a rune to close off. Okay, guys, again, I apologize if it's felt a little rocky. I mean, whenever it's so strange. Like, honestly, whenever I feel as if it's been, like, choppy, or whenever I've been channeling, I'm like, what the heck am I saying? What's going on? And then I watch it back and I'm like, oh, this reading's great. Like, not to toot my own horn or nothing, but my own readings are so helpful for me. Yeah. So, okay, rune time, guys. Get ready for the crunch. The crunch. Oh, 2 came out. 2 are held within my fingers. My finger and thumb, I should say. Whew, gotta transmute this energy. Okay. I think that's Nathu's. I don't think that's Gebo, that's Nathu's. Yeah, pain, constriction. Yeah, I've been feeling that. I've been feeling that this reading. No wonder I've been like, am I doing it right? You're transmuting this right now. What's under here? Isa, standstill. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, developing the fire through, I've seen especially like exercise for some reason, because like, well, yeah, of course, exercise is fiery. It like burns up things that will help expedite your Phoenix process by doing that, and it will help melt the ice that's currently around you. Okay. So let's read. Yep, that's definitely Nathu's number 7. So this is number 7, and Isa is number 23. 5. So that reduces down to a 5, going with your 5 of Cups. Yeah, you are currently working through the pain and constriction to melt the ice. Like, so seeing this as ice, right? That because I've really been drawn to the fact that trauma freezes you a lot lately. How trauma keeps us frozen in place. Like, you're really melting that. And it's very, it might be very uncomfortable for you as you make this process happen, basically, as this process is naturally happening. I don't know if you guys can hear my stomach rumbling. I don't know why it's rumbling so much. But yeah. It's completely thrown me off. My stomach completely threw me off there. So let's just keep let's just go to the page and read out what the thing says. All right. Nathu is Now let me see. And it came out upright, which is good. Well, I mean, actually, maybe. Anyway, Nathu is constraint, necessity, pain. Yeah, you guys are no stranger to transmuting pain. That's probably why you have such a unique sense of humor and why you see the funny side in even so-called dark things. Yeah, I definitely see that. Yeah, but pain transmuted is what turns to wisdom, and that's why you have the wisdom of the crone on your side. I cannot, like, this really is my special, like, clairvoyance card. You really can see, you might start to notice, you might be able to tune into your spiritual senses more and, like, see auras more often, spirits, such as, like, the fae, like, nature spirits, stuff like that, or, you know, shadow figures, things like that. I don't want to scare anyone, like, you know, you're always in control of your life, and especially with the Emperor here, know that you have control and you can always, like, you put in the personal boundaries. You are in control of your boundaries at all times, and it includes what you see and don't see. So if something's too much, then you take the time to ground yourself with nature here, because see how she's literally in this tree trunk. Tree pose, I just heard tree pose from yoga. That's actually one of my absolute favorite poses, so definitely try that out. That might be very good for rooting you in to reality and helping balance you out. Okay. Whew, again, this reading is all over the place. Okay, so Nathu is the necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is the lesson of Nathu is. This rune represents the obstacles we create for ourselves as well as those we encounter in the world around us. So you're definitely overcoming a lot of obstacles right now through this integration. Both of these situations can be equally difficult to handle. Yeah, this reading's felt difficult, guys. The role of Nathu is to identify your shadow. Oh my god, your dark or repressed side. Oh my gosh, guys. No wonder, like, because this is how, oh my gosh, I've just felt so much through this whole reading. Because I'm like, how have you integrated your shadow? And you are integrating so much power and wisdom and spiritual abilities from your shadow right now. No wonder it feels like this, honestly. On the other side of this pain is just like power and yeah, more ability to have more fun and magic and free will within your whole experience on dictating it. You're going to be moving out of a period of isolation into this, definitely. All right. Repress your dark or repressed side, places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weaknesses that are often projected onto others. Don't take this world personally. This rune is saying, work with the shadow. Examine what is in your nature that attracts hardship or misfortune into your life. See, that's what's getting transmuted, because this is literally the lucky cat. The phoenix is looking at the cat, saying like, yep, that's where I'm going, that's where I'm heading. Okay, dokie. When at last you can look upon this rune, the rune of constraint, with a smile, and see, like, he's smiling. They're both smiling. They're like, yeah, that stuff made me so powerful, like, coming through that, because, you know, it's the cross as well. So, Jesus, Yeshua, coming through strong for us here. You might want to work with that particular ascended master yourself. Oh my gosh, it's very shamanic too, because, like, to me, Jesus was most definitely a shaman. I mean, it's quite obvious. To me, at least. So he might be a good guide for you in getting through this necessary pain. Okay. Not that any pain is necessary, but I feel like this is just, you know what, I'm not going to get into that right now. You will recognize the troubles, denials, and setbacks of life as your teachers, guides, and allies. Yes, you're learning to be able to look upon anything that happens, any contrast in your reality, as a gift. And you're being able to transmute it right at the root of who you are. Because the red's so strong in this. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Yeah, because see how they're both holding back and watching? They're learning from the outside world and not necessarily interacting with it. And so that's calling all their power back to them. Drawing this rune indicates that there may well be hold-ups and reasons to reconsider your plans carefully. Clearly, there is work to be done on yourself, so take it on with good humour and show perseverance. Yes, because the Queen of Pentacles, that's very Capricorn energy, which is the ultimate perseverer of the zodiac. They will get to the top of the mountain. Alrighty. Your willpower is increasing exponentially through this as well. This is some sort of like, this is what this is what you come through to get to here. I don't even know if that sentence made sense anymore. This is a time to pay off old debts, to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. Yeah, and I was talking about tree pose for balance. Let the constraints of the time serve you in righting your relationship to yourself with a capital S. Be mindful that rectification must come before progress, and as always, consider the uses of adversity. Oh my goodness. Alrighty guys, Issa, because Issa's all about restraint as well and not being able to, stand still, withdrawal, ice. Alright? But that's what I was going to talk about earlier, because this reduces to a 5, which is the number of change and challenge, which you are currently going through. And 7 is the lightning bolt, so it is the enlightener, and it's can be kind of, so shocking, sudden things, sudden enlightenment, sudden freedom. I feel like coming to you. There'll be very much a sudden indefinite shift, like a lightning strike. You know, that will set you moving, in the direction you want to go. Because you're actually already moving there within, even if it looks like it's a standstill on the outside, and you're stuck in this little like house somewhere in some corner of the world, and you're like looking for people to connect to. Suddenly, as this energy finishes transmuting within you, suddenly you're moving and you're in this place of power that you never were before. All right. So Issa says, the winter of the spiritual life is upon you. You may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implications you are, in effect, blind. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit, surrender, even sacrifice some long-cherished desire. Be patient, for this is the period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. Yep. Positive accomplishment is unlikely now. There is a freeze on useful activity. All your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an unaccustomed drain on your energy and wonder why. A chill wind is reaching you over the ice floes of old, outmoded habits. See, you are completely obliterating these old habits of yourself. Yes, oh my gosh. Trying to hold on can result in a shallowness of feeling, a sense of being out of touch with life. Seek to discover what it is you are holding on to that perpetuates this condition and let go. Shed, release, cleanse away the old. Doing so will bring on the thaw. Usually, Issa requires a sacrifice of the personal, the I. At such a time, you cannot hope to rely on help or friendly support. And yet there is no reason for anxiety. Submit and be still. For what you are experiencing is not necessarily the result of your actions or habits, but rather arises from conditions about which you can do nothing. What has been full must empty. What has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth. To surrender is to display wisdom and courage. And yet, there is another face to stand still. Just as winter is the time for going within, drawing Issa can announce a time of restoration and renewal at the deepest level. In your solitude, exercise caution and do not stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old, the seed of unrealized potential, the seed of the good. Trust your own process and watch for signs of spring. All right. So one final thing before I go is, if you really, really feel the burning desire to work out what is best for you to do, all you got to do is track what you do every single day. And be very, very honest with yourself. Like if you wake up and you spend 2 hours on social media before you do anything else, write that in. And just for like a week, do that and see what you're doing. And then you look at your week from this new vantage point, because you'll have been doing so much on autopilot. But now you have the seat of power, and that can melt the ice of these old outmoded habits. And from that point, you can put in more, you can stop doing certain things completely or just as much. So say if you're on social media like 5 hours a day, maybe cut that in half at first if it's too much to not. Or you can start combining what you're doing. So for me, like I'm making it so that I'm doing art at the same time as watching certain things, so that it's like I still get to like see certain things that I want to see, but I'm doing something productive that actually feeds my soul and brings me closer to my personal goals at the same time. So things like that. So take out certain things that you don't want to be doing as much, and then make the promises to yourself and keep them of certain things that are aligned with what you want. So if there's like, if you want to be like a certain body type, for example, which you definitely have the ability to completely transform your body at this point in time, then looking at what you've done for that week and then putting in certain things that are aligned with the type of body you want to have, you know. And I believe in limitlessness, so I believe just by holding it in your brain you can change, and you don't actually necessarily have to do exercise. But for me personally, I want to be an active person, so I want to make sure I'm exercising regularly because it makes me happy, it connects me to my body, and it grounds me in the earth. And so I'm more doing it because I like it, I enjoy it, and it feels good. And that is that connection to my body that I connect through it. That's what really transforms the body, more than like the like just, oh, I'm moving this muscle. Like, I, you know, it's more like a spiritual thing for me. So you might have things like that. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up because I've talked for freaking ages again. All right, so pile number one, I hope to see you in another reading or another pile. So until then, all the best. Goodbye. Alrighty, well, look who has picked pile number two. You, the viewer, you picked him, Bill Cipher. Alrighty, so actually it's because of Bill that this reading is happening, because I was just really feeling like I needed to do another reading with his card, and so I thought, that made me think, what reading? What type of reading? What topic would be good for Bill? And then, yeah, the inspiration just came to me last night, and it was, how have you integrated your shadow side? And so this reading will include personality, traits, powers, etc. that come from integrating your shadow side. And we'll see if you're currently integrating anything right now. This reading, this pile feels a bit more clear already. Pile number one is definitely in the midst of integrating a lot of stuff, so kind of glad to be out of it, not gonna lie. All the best to him. Oh geez. I mean, it's a reflection. Anyway, let's not get into it. Anyway, so yeah, if you pick Bill Cipher, immediately I know that you've had some crazy encounters with spiritual beings. You might have noticed, you might have really seen people's inner D words coming at you whenever you might have triggered them. You might have had sleep paralysis or astral encounters that were frightening at some point in your life. So you've come through a lot of that. I feel like you are no stranger to you're no stranger to the secrets that are hidden in plain sight everywhere. And I know I noticed when I lived in California, I noticed a lot of stuff that reminded me of Bill around there. If you know, you know. Yeah, I saw weird stuff in California. Yeah, weird. Anyway, so you've definitely seen some unexplainable things too. Yeah, this pale, you definitely have a very unique humor. You definitely have a unique humor. You might have a like very particular style. You definitely are not afraid to dress how you want to dress, which is awesome. You really express yourself through your clothes. You're not afraid of the dark side, because I think you've had a very dualistic life, in the sense that you've seen the good and the bad of both sides of everything. Yeah, you have an incredible power to get lodged in people's brains, so to speak. A lot of people send you energy without realizing they are doing just that. People might get obsessed over you. but you've really learned how to transmute others' energies that they send at you to your own benefit. With the all-seeing eye here as well, that is built, I feel like, yeah, your spiritual senses are insane. You have like crazy clear cognizance. You have really strong astral powers. You might resonate with the term, with like dream walking. Astral projection. Maybe we're very skilled at that. Or even just lucid dreaming. Wink, wink. Definitely not connected at all, eh? Pyramids. Oh, yeah. Connected to Egypt. Ancient Egypt. Definitely coming through here. Yeah. Alrighty. So, I saw 444 on my timer. Yeah. All right. So, first off, I'm going to get you a card from my little hand-drawn deck, which is full, apart from the 3 that we're using to pick our cards today. So, I'll get that for you. Alrighty, for my pile number 2, the Bill Cipher pile. Can you tell me how they've integrated their shadow side? Look at the moon coming out, like, instantly. Wow. Yeah, talk about Dreamtime powers. Wow. Oh, I'm so relieved by your energy. The last pile was so uncomfortable to read, like, because they're going through a lot. But anyway, look at the ghost here. You face this. I nearly used this card actually as one of the options, but you know, I didn't. In the end, I did not. But look how it reflects Bill's colors, like, perfectly. Yeah, you ain't afraid of no ghosts. In fact, you haunt people through their subconscious. Like I was saying, you have the uncanny ability to get lodged right into people's subconscious, right into their minds. So many people are paying you rent by just keeping you in their mind space. Because see, I keep thinking of this Bill Cipher song, Let's Get Weird. And he's like, because it's like it talks about him, like how anyone that lets him into their mind, it's like, you've let me in, I can see everything. You can read people to filth. Oh my gosh, you can read people to filth. Oh, that's how you've integrated your shadow side, because you're not afraid of any of your own perceived faults. Like, you know that you are like a perfect creation of God, and you see the light in the dark so differently than most. Ooh, I'm getting like Aquarius energy here, really strong. Even Leo, bit of Leo, yeah, a bit of the Leo dramatics, that the axis of personality coming through. Yeah, I feel like you're embodying your personality so much more, and then I'm getting Aries Libra axis as well, self and others, like, because you've met yourself you've seen into yourself so deeply with the way the moon, I nearly called it the mirror, it's looking in, yeah, you mirror people so freaking well. It actually freaks people out. You really freak people out that that have no knowledge of this sort of stuff. Like, you really awaken people to a lot. You might share you might be the type to share like certain theories that begin with a C, that the government named them, whatever, to people, to try and spread awareness of certain stuff. Or you might just leave it be. I feel like you're very skilled at knowing when to share and when not to share, because maybe it's just my 8th house stellium self talking, but I think for the most part it's best to just yeah, I only speak when I feel called to speak, that's for sure. I learned my lesson with that. You just spend all, you know, you're not going to waste your energy on like things that aren't going to serve you, basically, or others, because it's not, yeah, it's not selfish to do that. You know what I mean? It can feel selfish when like you've been like, because as a society it's kind of drilled into us that it's like to be like quote unquote good and to be like nice and accommodating and to do everything to go out your way for stuff, but it's like, who programmed you with that, huh? You know, it's like, what at what point do we can't abandon ourselves to serve others. Like, that's not, and you know, I just heard that phrase. It's like, thou shalt have no other gods before me. And it's like, that's like, why are you, like, because it's in that sense, it's like, why are you worshipping others and not giving to yourself? You know, that's like, you've really met yourself on certain things like that. And so you really stand in your authenticity and in your power and your sight. You'll have like a laser focus, a laser gaze, gazer beam. Chronos. All right, yeah, so Capricorn Aquarius energy coming through with Chronos coming out. Time. You appear to remain unchanged throughout time as well. So yeah, very beautiful, very mysterious. You definitely have a beauty and a mystery to you, as well as this like very quirky, very unusual vibe going on too. All right, talked enough. Let's move on to the cards. We'll have bibliomancy after the cards today because I'm just mixing it up a little, okay? Alrighty, guys. Disney villains deck because Bill, yeah. And as I brought it out, look who's on the bottom. It's the Fool with Kronk. So you guys might like Emperor's New Groove. That might be pertinent for you. Weirdly enough, just mentioned like literally this guy and this exact card to my friend the other night. So I guess I might have to recommend this reading to them. Yeah. You know, I'm getting some like interesting aesthetics here. Like you might have like almost like a steampunk style, or you might be wanting to go into that, or maybe you're just alternative in some way. I really like this contrast between like beauty and serene grace with like intimidation here that you've got going on. Very cool. Very, very cool. Like you have both sides of the mystic here going on very well. And you are coming to a new stage in life right now. What's coming is very much different than what anything that has come before, because you have faced your shadow and you've integrated it. See, you've faced all your ghosts and you've brought light. You've brought the light of awareness to it, and it's all integrated into you now, that light. Very cool. Bringing you a lot of luck and good fortune too, because the lucky cat is underneath the ghost. Ghostbusters might be significant to you guys. And for some reason I've heard The Conjuring. You might like the film The Conjuring. Okay, there's too many there. Okay, but this one wants to stay out, so let's see what it is together. The Knight of Cups. Oh no. Okay, that was unintelligible. That was just not even words. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Dude, I just know you've had to deal with some like absolute, oh my gosh, what's it called? Overt narcissists? Just completely shallow people coming at you, and you're just like, I see right through you, pal. Don't even try it with me. I'm connected to things you don't even comprehend in that one single brain cell you got knocking about in there. Whoa, you're savage. You're savage, but also you're very hot. You are very attractive, very hot. And your confidence is growing. That's the thing. You're starting to become a lot more sure of yourself, and you know what you're looking for in a partner. And so, yeah, you don't accept anything less. And partner that goes romantic, friendship, family ship, whatever you want, whatever ship you want, okay? Look at this on the bottom as well, Knight of Swords. Things will be moving a lot faster for you now. Komodo dragons might be significant. Yeah, you've had some like people who were like kind of predatory, like, cause see that guy's a poacher and stuff. And then Gaston's obviously like so shallow. He's God, not someone I'd want to hang about with. Unless it's one of the cool guys playing him at like the Disney parks, then that's just fun. Yeah, I think you're finding ways to have more fun, and like with on the bottom we have the Nine of Cups, so finding more wish fulfillment in everyday life. You're also harnessing your spiritual powers a lot more to your benefit. Because look, your whole subconscious has been shifted through everything you've been doing. You've been really working your will here. I just thought of Poseidon. Poseidon got brought to mind, so that might be a deity that is, what's the word? Relevant, synchronistic for you. That old jazz, all that jazz, and all that jazz. Maybe you like musical theatre. I could see that actually, since it was like Bill's songs that I heard, that like really made me want to, made me feel like he needed to come back for a reading again. Okay, we got another card. Let's see what it is. Queen of Swords. Oh, I told you, you are, you are savage. You are formidable. You could be so charming, but you can turn on a doubt. You can just be like, no, you can be cold as ice to the people that you need to be cold as ice to. Oh, wow. You are so smart. You were so smart. See, that's the thing, because you're really attractive as well. People underestimate your intelligence. Happens all the time. People are really dumb about that. Maybe you should just like actually try and listen to someone to gauge their level of intelligence, so to speak, instead of just like going, oh, they look a certain way, that means they think a certain way as well. It's like, no. High Priestess on the bottom right now. Yeah. You are so tapped into this to this sorceress energy here. So cool. How have my pile number 2, Bill Cipher pile, integrated their shadow side? So yeah, you've become a lot more charming, hot, confident, smart, cold when you need to be, ruthless when you need to be. You're sharp. You're so sharp. Yeah, you've had to overcome. It's because, see, this is what's happened. See, because you've encountered people like Gaston and Lady Tremaine who've come against you. You've integrated like the aspects of them that are positive from overcoming them in your life. So yeah, you've definitely had some like really nasty pieces of work, like feminines who really wanted to just keep you in a place of subservience to them. Very gross. And even he wants, because like they both want the leading ladies in their respective films to be subservient to them in some way. Like he wants Belle for his little wife who will massage his feet by the fire. Ooh, gross. And then like, and then obviously she's literally keeping Cinderella in slavery in her own home. Horrific. And she doesn't, and she like, oh, it's because she's like so, oh, what's the word? Ooh, resentful. She's just so malicious, so cold. So you've really had to deal with some awful energies. That's for sure. Yeah, look at the 5 of Swords with Lucifer here. Like people just like really wanting to like take you down, win at all costs with you. But that's really brought you to like the top of the pyramid here. Like you really like see through so much now. So now you're going to get to like this place where you can use your spiritual, like astral, like powers, like, because I feel like you'll be very good at visualization here. And so you'll be able to use that to create more of what you want. Because you've come through all this stuff and you don't need to repeat it. You know what I mean? You understand it. You've integrated all the scary experiences that you've been through, all the horror. The horrors persist, but so do I. I persist harder and I make life what I want it to be. And I don't let the horrors in. Thank you. Oh, I'm done with the horrors. That's what we say here. Alrighty, what we got on the bottom. Page of Coins. Yes, there is some new offer coming to you. The elephant there as well. The elephants. Like, I feel like your ancestors are going to deal with anyone that would stand in your way or be a predator to you, like, because I feel like this elephant bones are just like looming over the unsuspecting hyenas here. You might have had groups of people come against you as well. I'm seeing that they're all going to witness you getting like a brand new tangible offer. Yeah. They're going to see life get better for you. Definitely check out elephant and hyena symbolism for further info here. Gosh, I was just actually like, the past like day, I started seeing like elephant videos, and God, they're just making me cry every time seeing them. They're just so, they're so compassionate. They're such compassionate creatures, and they're so, gosh, they're incredible. The abilities they have, like how they can feel through the ground, to sense where their like elephant families are, even if they're miles away, they can feel them through the earth. Oh, they're incredible. So beautiful. And I saw a video of an elephant helping a gazelle out of a pond that it couldn't get out, so it would have drowned otherwise. Just, oh, so stunning. Elephants are amazing. Elephants have a matriarchal society too. So I feel like your feminine ancestors are really got your back, because you've tuned right into it with like the moon here. The moon represents the feminine. Yeah. I also feel like you might see a turnaround with people that have been against you. They might turn into your fans. Like if you post anything online, like these people might end up following and really liking all your stuff. After they used to make fun of you or whatever, or used to like try and bully you and stuff like that, and now they're just like, oh, I love them. They've changed my life. Well, you know, swings and roundabouts, eh? I guess it's better that they, you know, are better, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? What do we got? 2 of Wands. I saw this on the bottom. See, you're going to be connecting to more like-minded people. Because you see you have the witch and the wizard here. I feel like you're definitely unlocking more magical capabilities through the integration of your shadow. And you have unlocked more, but you are going to unlock more through dream time as well. Or deep, deep, deep meditation. Let's see that. Justice. Oh my gosh, guys. It's a little low down, I just realised. Apologies. Should be better now. Justice, though. Alright, so Libra coming through strong, and I think I did call that out earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Yeah, you definitely have a better sense of karma than you did before. You understand the law of cause and effect within the universe, and so you know how to use it for your own progression. As in, like, you're not going to crash out when you get some weirdo energy coming at you. You're just going to be like, I see through that. Anyway, moving on to what I actually do want. Connections that are actually fulfilling, and with other magical beings, such as myself. Yeah. You're really, really balancing out your energy here. And I feel like people as well, with the 2 as well, like, matches up with, like, the balancing out. And look at this, see the magic here, and then it's, like, all around, and, like, the stars. Through connecting to these magical aspects within you as well, like, we have the wizard and the witch. So connecting to, yeah, the magic within both masculine traits and within feminine. It's making you so powerful. Like, I feel like this is just such a rise in power and understanding that. Because see, with the mask here, it's almost like the removing of identity. And so it's like, you're like, I can be who I need to be in whatever situation. So I can either be charming, I can be cold, I can be ruthless, I can be magical, I can open up my mind to connect to other like-minded people. But it's all within my realm. It's what I choose, because I feel out what's right for me in each moment. And this is getting so much easier for you, because see, I feel like he's really like able to shift dimensions at his own will. I feel like is what I'm getting from this card. Yeah, getting real powerful vibes here. Alrighty, listen, Bill Cipher Pale, if you are enjoying this reading, Please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you're already subscribed. I love you. Thank you to my soul stars. You are the best. Alrighty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you your bibliomancy from the Book of Bill, of course. Alrighty, so let's see. How has my Bill Cipher pile integrated their shadow? Tell me about it. The Anti-Cipher Society. Dude, I told you you had groups coming against you because you're the Bill Cipher pile, and then this is like, yeah. Concerning the author and his credible sanity. Yeah, people that come against you, they don't look good for it, I must say. Disposition most pleasant. Anti-Cipher Society. Yeah, I feel like this page, this is really just, yeah, look at this. You have stuff on your side as well. You have very, what's the word? Something forces. Formidable forces on your side, spiritually. Because this could just be a representation of your ancestors, your own energy, your own, like, yeah, your own power and your own energy, like reaching out to people that are like, and like letting them know, because that's like this sort of thing it's given me, like when you know how if like if you ever hear about if someone tries to talk bad on you and then they'll bite their tongue like immediately when they try and say your name, stuff like that. Like I feel like that's happening more and more with people. Like people are realizing that it like coming against you is just, it's not good, and things will let them know that. Yeah, that's for sure. It also said about hat size, and then it said, but it like can increase after a night of pondering. So your intelligence, I talked about that, but it's definitely, your intelligence is definitely expanding in all areas, because there's many different aspects of intelligence. You've got emotional intelligence, like the sort of classic standard intelligence, but then you have your sort of animal intelligence, like the reptile brain thing, the instincts. That's instincts. You have a great instinctual intelligence too. Yeah, so these are all traits and powers and amazing things you have from your shadow side, from your integrated shadow side, which I can tell you've done a lot, because I feel like seeing Bill, and it's like you've worked your way up the pyramid to the top, and like right now you've like crowned the top. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to pull some runes for you to close out today. Alrighty, let's get some runes, some final confirmations, clarifications for my Bill Cipher pile on how they have integrated their shadow side. There it is. Let's see. Ooh, I believe this is Laguz. And if it is, then that is connected to water and to the moon side of your, wow, to the moon side of your personality. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me check if it is. I'm sure it is. Yep, Laguz. Dang, guys. And it's 18, the number of the moon too. 18 turns into a 9, reduces to a 9. And so you are definitely at a major completion of something in your life, because 9s are the completions of cycles, the ends of cycles. And that's why you had the Fool on the bottom of the deck, because you're now about to enter, you're about to jump in off the cliff to that new cycle of your life. All right, so here, Laguz, flow, water, that which conducts. Unseen powers are active here, powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, and relationships. Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. It speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs, to the awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. For while the sun strives for differentiation, the moon draws us towards union and merging. See, like that's why like you're looking for true partnerships that you can merge with on all fronts, ones that are equal and balanced. Yep, you're definitely here because your discernment, you're attractive to attract in who you want, but you're discerning now to like not waste your time with those who aren't worth wasting your time on, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, time's never wasted because you learn a lot from it. I feel like your heart is very guarded, this big green pendant just standing out to me right now. There's a rim of gold around it. So there's like, if you imagine golden light around your heart, if you meditate on that, that will really help to center yourself. Because the gold goes with these scales here. There's some divine balancing happening for sure. This rune often signals a time for cleansing, for revaluing, reorganizing, realigning. A rune of deep knowing. Lagos may call for you to study spiritual matters in readiness for self-transformation. Success now lies in contacting your intuitive wisdom and attuning to your own rhythms. A rune of the self relating rightly to the self. Lagos signifies what alchemists call conjunctio, or sacred marriage. Yes. Wow, a time of beautiful alchemy for you guys right now. Yeah, so I'm going to trust that I've said everything I need to say. And I'm going to wish you all the best. I hope that I see you in another reading or another pile. Alrighty, all the best. Many blessings. Bye. Hello there, pile number 3, the Black Cat pile. Very nice. So, how have you integrated your shadow side? So this reading will tell you different traits, personality traits, so to speak, powers, things like that that you've gotten from integrating your shadow, basically, as well. And with the Black Cat, so you're definitely highly attuned, highly sensitive to everything around you. I feel like you've really had to learn how to cloak and protect yourself because of your high sensitivities. It might have been quite a triggering time lately for you. You might have had quite a bit of anxiety, but I'm getting that this is actually heightening your senses more and more. I feel like you're getting your beauty enhanced right now as well through this latest integration. The green eyes. Something about the green eyes is standing out to me. Green is the rarest eye color in the world, so there's something about you that is extremely rare. You might have a strong connection to the stars. You might resonate with the term starseed, or you might just have a love of astronomy or astrology. Astrology might have helped you to understand yourself and the world around you a whole lot more too. All right. It was 2:02 on the timer as I said that, so I shall get you another card from my hand-drawn deck, which I'm using, just minus the ones that we used to pick today, used to pick the piles, you know what I mean? All right, so let's get one. Okay. Pile number 3, the Black Cat pile. How have they integrated their shadow? Give me more insight on that, please. Give me insight on how they have integrated their shadow. Anything I can tell them about it. Because for me, like, the shadow side is, there's so much power, and like the shadow side really protects you. Oh my god, Jax is on the bottom again. Yeah, so the shadow side really protects you. It can really just it makes dealing with life so much better, because if you're just all light, people will tear you apart out there. This is like a world of duality and contrast, and so you must embody both. You must embody the dark and the light to be able to function at the optimal level and to be able to create the life that you want. Yeah. Check out Black Cat symbolism for more information. Sorry, the card's shuffling. Let me just... Whew. Pile number 3. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of cards wanting to jump out for you. So there's a lot of messages coming through for you. You might be getting a lot of downloads right now, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, trust what your sensitivities are telling you. Yeah. You're so connected into the vibrations of everything around you. I quite like this energy. Please tell me how pile number 3 has integrated their shadow. Give me more insight so that I can give them a better understanding of themselves today, I hope. Come on. Oh my gosh, guys. You got Ragatha and Jax. And you've got the lucky clover on the bottom. So you've got a lot of luck coming to you. All right. So, wow. Wow. I've just really got to take this in. You're the only pile that got 2 when I shuffled there. So you're the only pile that has 3 now. If you've not checked out my readings with these guys on it, so Jack's pile and Break the Loop, and the Ragatha pile in a reading to heal something hidden, please check them out. They might have something for you if you feel called. I feel like this shows an incredible balance. You're clearly very adept with like feminine energy, and I feel like you've transmuted so much feminine pain in your life. No matter your sex, yeah, because you've got the good magician energy here as well with Jax, because Jax has like he has so many keys, loads and loads of keys to everything, that he shouldn't even like be able to get, but he does, because he's based on the Rubber Hose cartoons. So he has like this hammer space where he can pull things from, like another dimension. So you have like these extra dimensional abilities, definitely, from integrating your shadow. Things just turn up for you, ways appear. You've overcome a lot of hurtful energy, people directing malicious intent at you. You might have had a troubled relationship with your mother or a mother figure in your life. You might have lost a dear friend, but I feel like you could still feel the connection to them, because it's very strange when we have heightened sensitivity, right? So it's still, obviously it's awful when people we love pass over into the spirit realm. But it's strange when you're really highly spiritual and you connect to you can connect to those that have passed over, because you can still feel them, and sometimes you can even feel them more, weirdly enough. But let me tell you, your viewpoint, how you see the world, is bringing you so much luck. You've really mastered something, because like, holy crap-a-loni, underneath the 4-leaf clover is the Triforce, so you've really mastered something, and there's definitely wish fulfillment coming to you, because I feel like you've come through a lot of both your masculine and feminine side have proven themselves in some way. Like, you've really healed. This feminine side has been healed like so much. I feel like you've overcome a lot of generational curses here. And with Jax, yeah, you know how to like amuse yourself and to make the best of any situation, no matter how bleak or hopeless it seems. You're able to like keep yourself together through you're able to make your own fun, basically. Yeah, you've come through a lot. I feel like as well, and just like one final message from these cards just at the minute, is, yeah, I feel like you might get people fighting over you a lot. I think a lot of people get crushes on you because you're very attractive. See the black cat energy? You know that like black cat is super attractive. The energy, like archetype that is. Because it's like the dark feminine, how it's so attractive and everyone's drawn into the mystery and everything. And the newness, you might have moved quite a lot in your life, so you're used to being the new one in any environment. So you have this, like, everyone always sees you as like shiny, and maybe people don't see you as much. So that puts up your value as well. You've definitely raised your value loads by integrating your shadow side in the ways you already have. And yeah, people definitely fight over you. And people show themselves up a lot in front of you. Like, you don't even have to say anything. You'll just sit back and observe and see how people tell on themselves. Real recognizes real, and you definitely know that. All right, let's move on to cards, and we'll do bibliomancy after and end with a rune today. Felt like a little extra jingle for you guys there. Alrighty guys, this pile might love animation, and you might love Halloween very much. I'm using the Buffy Tarot today, by the way. Let's just take a look at its beauty. Look at its gorgeousness. Actually it's not really framed that great just now. It might be a bit better. Ta-da! Alright, what's on the bottom? Because it's the Fool on this deck as well. So yeah, another pile that you've got a new start happening. You're definitely entering a new cycle. Very, very nice. That makes sense with this Jack's card here, because like, he gives me like, that's all, folks. Like, that's the end of that cycle. On to the next. Like, Xander's kind of given like a bit of like the carefree, like, fun-loving Jack's energy right now in this one. The sun's definitely shining on you. I feel like you might have felt quite hidden, but I feel like you're coming into a period of time where there is a lot more light and appreciation coming to you because of the integrations that you've done. And look how the sun is reflecting, like, it's got Ragatha's hair vibe going on here. So to me, that actually says as well that, because see, that even goes with the moon here, because the moon's shining out. Your crown is on fire. You definitely have a bright light. Your aura is brighter than it's ever been, and so that's why you're more attractive than you've ever been too. There's a lot of love coming to you with the roses here. A lot of love coming to you. I feel like you might have a really laid back style here. You might live vintage, secondhand shopping, you know, thrifting. I feel like you guys do great with that. You guys have such a unique style, like, but it's so chill at the same time. There's a timelessness, but yeah, also, but there's just something about it that like elevates it from being like, even if you wear like the most like boring basic outfit, there's something about it that there's a little touch that you'll bring to it that will make it like so elevated and so much cooler than if anyone else had worn it. You definitely have that. Yeah, you might even customize your clothes yourself. Please tell me how my pile number 3 has integrated their shadow. Tell me about it. Temperance. Oh my gosh, this is literally, this goes so perfectly with like the crown being on fire, because the temperance is about transmuting of higher energies, like grounding them into the body and understanding them. The balance of the elements, fire and water. This is a creative and artistic card as well. So you're definitely very creative, and you're meant to utilize your creative abilities in what you do in this life, no matter what you do. Again, the mother here. This is like Buffy's mom. Oh my god, and she can be so annoying in the show. I'm not gonna lie. She's terrible. At times she's just so terrible, I think, to be honest. But that goes with Ragatha really well, actually. I'm being really drawn to this mask. I swear I have never really taken in this mask so much in my life. Yeah, you can really sense when people have like entity attachments to them, because I see like the cat's like staring right at it and being like, oh hell no, so then getting away, you know. Like, yeah, you you can definitely see things. You can perceive spiritual energies around people because you've integrated and you've released things when they've gotten attached to you too, through like the hard times, the hard things that you've been through or you've been put through by people. You've learned about these, you've learned about entity attachments and everything, and so you don't take things personally, which is really important because that means you're not internalizing how other people treat you. You recognize that it's just a reflection of them, their programming, and perhaps even other things that they're not aware of. Because see, she's like surrounded by a bunch of stuff, so it's like she's in the attic almost. So it's like all this like all this stuff like that's not been like organized, all this old baggage and things like that. You recognize that most people are just carting about all of this all the time, but you're very clean. You've like cleared everything, and so you're just left with what's useful for you. Yeah, your keys basically to life. Yeah, see, page of Scythes on the bottom. You peep it. You keep your peace as well. You know how to protect your peace. Incredible. It's leading, you're getting so much luck and abundance for that. And how you've truly gosh, what's the word? The word is escaping me. It's literally the title of the reading. Integrated your shadow. Yeah, like is through listening to tuning into like the divine that's all around through whatever form of meditation you do, or like just through, you know, tuning into yourself. There's no way anyone picked this pile doesn't tune into themselves, for Christ. They wouldn't even be able they would not, if you weren't the type of person that really has this capability or is truly already utilizing it a lot, you would not be here on this reading. So like, I don't have to worry. Okay. Oh, I think you've had to deal with a lot of closed-minded people, definitely, because the fact that I felt like extra paranoid about someone listening and not understanding, definitely you have been misunderstood a lot. Oh, people have projected onto you a lot. This is a pile that has been massively projected on, actually, because that really makes sense with both Ragatha and Jax. I feel like are misunderstood by a majority of the people that watch them if they don't have the necessary the necessary sight, you know, to see, to like really understand like everything within them, that there's so like much more to them as characters than you know, they're not black and white, and they're not cut and dry. Like there's nuances, there's a lot of nuances to both of them, and so you're full of nuances, and so that's how you're able to perceive it in others as well. All right, let's keep going. I've talked for 7 minutes on that one card. Oh my gosh. 3 of Scythes. Oh my gosh. You might get, you're the type that might get premonitions as well. Judgment. Yeah, you definitely get premonitions. You get dreams, prophetic dreams. You might have actually been able to change prophetic dreams as well. Or change course because you were warned in a dream. Gosh. Yeah, you've really had to you've had dreams where the pain and the suffering, like you felt the grief as well. You felt such intense grief in your dreams that like you thought you wouldn't be able to stand it, because it's like those dreams where it's because you're trying to scream so hard that you end up like waking yourself up through that. You've definitely had like some really intense dreams like that. How has my pile number 3 integrated their shadow? Like you faced all the heartbreaks and the pain within your own heart space, and you've transmuted it, because that's how you've patched it all up. You've patched up all the things that you need to patch up with gold as well, I see, because it's like the kintsugi, the Japanese art of like making something more beautiful now that it's broken. Like you definitely embody that. Yes, look at this. 6 of Stakes, victory. You've been really successful in overcoming. See the bullseye there? It's giving, that made me think of Robin Hood, who split the arrow in twain. So, yeah, you definitely have a Robin Hoodness about you as well. Steal from the rich and give to the poor. Yeah, you really have a strong morality and your own sense of morality that you work with. You're not just like blindly following what people say is right or wrong, like, because you are in tune with, you're in tune with it within. The Cancer Capricorn axis is very prominent in this pile as well. And then we have the Nine of Scythes. Look at that, even more like of this nightmare stuff that you've been through. You've had to come through a lot in your dreams. Look at this, Six of Cups on the bottom. You've transmuted relationships from the past very well. Like, because that's what I'm getting from Ragatha, is like you've patched up everything that needed patched up, and now you have like the spiritual sight of everything, because the buttons represent to me the extra sight that you have from it, because that's from your psychological understanding as well as spiritual. 369, oh my gosh, Tesla is very prominent for you guys. You might be having quite uncomfortable dreams at the minute, or very prominent dreams. Make sure and check out the symbolism for yourself and see, because you'll probably gain a lot of insight and it will help lead you to victory. Because see, like both these like dream energy cards on either side of the victory card here, and like because you're tempering so much energy through your sleep and your dreams right now. You're doing a lot of work. So if you're very tired during the day, it's because you're doing so much at night right now. So make sure and take the time that you need to rest up, because victory is assured as you keep on this path and you're staying true to like your instincts and your senses. Yeah, let me get some. All right, so let's do some bibliomancy, shall we? I tell you guys, these readings, this set of 3 readings today, they have been really tricky to try and channel. I mean, I guess I should have expected it, because it's like a shadow reading and the shadow wants to stay hidden, but it's because you've integrated it. Like, I feel like I've seen more the effects of how you've integrated it, and you've overcome so many obstacles and like sort of impossible things as well. And that's how you've integrated your shadow. You've faced your fears. I feel like you guys might have really been haunted at night. It might have just been like people around you might have really had like entity attachments and stuff, like as I was saying, and then that might have really affected your sleep while you were around them. And now you're just sort of processing after like them leaving your life, basically. And you are finding a lot of success from like weeding out the people that needed to be weeded out in your life. You'll see your sleep will improve the more and more you stay true to this path here. This path being like the one that you're sensed, the one that you've been like sniffing out through this integration is naturally unfolding for you. All you have to do is stay aligned within yourself with the divine and what the divine is telling you, because the divine is constantly speaking to you. Okay, let's get our bibliomancy from the Book of Bill, since he is the one that inspired this reading. 3, 2, 1. Who wants to build my portal? The Dark Ages. Okay, Ancient Egypt. The Aztecs, Easter Island. Okay, so Ancient Egypt, the Aztecs, or Easter Island, all of these things might be very resonant. They might be synchronistic for you. Who wants to build my portal? Time for a new best friend. So yeah, you definitely have a new best friend coming in. For sure. I think there's going to be a lot of competition to be your friend too. Yeah, I feel like you had like a sort of entity like following you, no matter what group that you went into, or that when you would shift in your life, and it kept following you. So I feel like you just chapter 9, because see, like 9 is completions and everything. 9 is completion of a cycle. So yeah, you're successful in like completely like severing your connection to that that entity that was haunting you, and it would show up through other people in your life and stuff too, but it was definitely like tailing you. But now you have come to the point, you're coming to the point where it's like you're completely free of it, and that's why the Fool was on the bottom of the deck when it came out. You might just have some like more dreams and stuff whilst you like process to fully release it. But yeah, that's the message I'm getting from that. Something was really following you, some energy, but you're truly, you're gonna have so much more luck now, because like you've proved yourself to like the gods, so to speak. You've come through it all, so you're getting the key to like your, to sort out your new reality. And it came through your family too. This is something that came through your family. Yeah, you have a lot of support on the other side. You're the only person, you're the only pile that got 2 on either side here. So I feel like they're like backing you up. They're on both sides of you. The masculine and feminine sides of your family are so grateful for you being the one that finally managed to clear this, because this has been haunting, and it's been haunting. It's been haunting them for so long. It's been haunting the family line for so long, and it took some people out. It really did. It ended some people's life cycles tragically before their time. But so now you've done it. You've really come through it all. You are not the monster that made you, is something that I just heard as well. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, I am going to get you a rune as like final confirmation. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, guys. This is been quite an intense pile, quite an intense reading. I'm just gonna give you a little extra jingle. Let's just get the runes. Let's get the runes and be done with it. Any final confirmations, advice, clarification, anything for my pile number 3 is the Black Cat pile, on them integrating their shadow side, how they've done it, good stuff from it. Ooh, Hagalaz. Ooh, hail, storm. Huh. All right, so this is a rune of disruption. Yeah, you've disrupted the forces of evil. That's what I heard. You've been successful in like clearing out bad energy from places. You have been needed in several points on this earth. So if you've moved around a lot, it's so that you could move there and then like deal with it, and then you move on. It's like, well, what happens is you'll move to a place, and then something will come at you through like the group, like someone might try and like harass you or bully you or something, and then you deal with the energy, you transmute it, and then after that's sorted, then you are moved on to the next place. Like spirit moves you to where you need to go. Yeah. But I feel like this is shifting now, because I feel like your luck is changing in terms of how your life is. Like you're getting a wish fulfillment for sure, because you've come through too much to not at this point. Now, Hagalaz, it's a very powerful rune. Let me see what number it is. 19. That's the number of the sun. Very nice. On page 99, and remember it said chapter 9, so 999 is a very prevalent number for you guys. Definitely check out angel number 999. Here we are. Hagalaz. Disruption. Elemental power. Hail. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, because this goes with like free energy, 369, Nikola Tesla, definitely. Like, there's something genius about you. You have like some of the energy of Tesla within you, that electric mind. That's what I'm hearing. Like this, wow, just you're really connected to source, because source is like unlimited free energy, you know. So like, because you're tuned into that, like it's really raising you up out of these like lower planes of existence, because you've completed everything. You've been successful, because this is like the Six of Stakes, and would be the Six of Wands in traditional tarot, and it's a general returning victorious from war. So you have really won the war. You have won the war, and you will be receiving your rewards now, because you might have some PTSD, very strong from what you've been through, or CPTSD, but know that that is something that can be healed over time as you settle into a more relaxing life. Because you're more in tune with your sensitivities than ever, so you know what you need from reality, and so you're focused, laser focused on that, on your heart's desire with the green eyes. Yep. Right now you're just really processing everything that you've been through, but as you process it, like the symptoms of like PTSD, CPTSD, they will lessen too, until one day you're just living in full flow and joy and abundance and happiness. Okay? And like the disruption coming, that's liberation. You are getting liberated from this old reality. Because Jax really always says that to me, because he's like a dimension jumper to me, because he's always breaking the fourth wall and stuff in the show. So like, yeah, you've developed like a wonderful sense of humor. Like you're so much more, you're not affected in the same way by the stuff that traumatized you in the past anymore. You are not affected by it, because you've been through so much that you're just like so sensitive. You're like, aha, I know what this is. I'll just jump through this hole here and go to a different dimension. Thank you. Okay, so change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. You are being liberated from your past. Absolutely. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with the material reality and to experience the world of the archetypal mind. Absolutely. Because I was just taking in the fact that there is so much purple going on here. And purple is the connection to the divine. So you're wanting to tune into your crown chakra a lot. And the third eye as well. You'll be definitely seeing so much more. Your spiritual sight's going to increase, like, oh, I heard tenfold. The rune of elemental disruption, of events totally beyond your control. So you might have Uranus very strong or aspected strongly in your chart, or Aquarius energy, for sure. Hagalaz has only an upright position, and yet it always operates through reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it is the great awakener. Although the form of awakening, although the form the awakening takes may vary. Perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses, as though you were emerging from a deep sleep. Oh my gosh! Ooh. By the way, also, you definitely people seem to think you have stopped aging, by the way, or that you've aged in reverse, like that you seem younger than before. So that's a great quality there from your shadow integration. Anyway, then again, the onset of power may be such as to rip away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships, or beliefs. You know, that's kind of interesting, because that made me think of like when the characters enter, like, because these are both, Ragatha and Jax are both from the Amazing Digital Circus, and like that's basically what happens when the people wake up there and they can't get out, and they're just stuck in this realm, this digital realm in the circus, and they have to adapt to that. So yeah, it's a completely different life. It's like isekai. Yeah, it's like that kind of vibe. Reborn in a new life. Yeah, you guys are definitely getting a new life, like woofed. Disruption takes many forms. A relationship fails, plans go awry, a source of supply dries up. But do not be dismayed. Whether you created the disruption or whether it comes from an outside source, you are not without power in this situation. Your inner strength, the will you have funded until now in your life, provides support and guidance at a time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. Yeah, the more severe the disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. Well, that's very exciting. Oh my gosh, already. Black cat pile, I'm going to leave it there. So, wow, I think that's quite enough for one day. I sure do hope this all came across well. If it did, please do leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, I love you. I don't remember if I did this for this pile, but like, I love you, my soul stars. Thank you so much for being here if you're already subscribed. Gosh, yeah, these readings today have been something else. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna go chill out for a second. Yeah, so all the best to you, Black Cat Pile. I hope to see you in another reading or another pile or just some other time. So all the best, many blessings. Goodbye.